Max and Strong Bad were chosen due to Telltale already having a working relationship with both of those series creators, what with Telltale releasing 3 seasons of Sam and Max games at that point, and Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people, which you should all play. That game is wonderful. I am dead serious. That is a great Telltale game. They just put it back up on Steam for purchase. Go buy it. Oh shit, I gotta talk about the delistings at some point, don't I? That's not what I meant! Hi everyone, it's me, Hunter, and I'm back. Back to talk about another game from my childhood that got delisted because I can't give recommendations anymore, apparently! Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people is an episodic point-and-click adventure game developed and published by Telltale Games that was released over the course of 5 months, starting on August 11th, 2008, and ending on December 15th of that same year. In addition to being released on PC, it was also released on the Nintendo Wii through WiiWare and on the Sony PlayStation 3. No Xbox 360 version for some reason. Each episode was released to generally positive reception, many praising the visuals and the writing as it's primo stuff, man, but criticizing the rather simple gameplay. Where do I land on that? Watch the video, idiot. But before we get into any of that, I know I got some younger people in the audience following me, and you might be wondering, what is this? What's a Strong Bad? Well, kids, this requires me to explain to you what Homestar Runner is. And you know what? I am more than happy to do it because it is my duty as a documentarian, video essayist, video game reviewer, YouTuber. Homestar Runner is a Flash-based web series that premiered at the turn of the century on New Year's Day in the year 2000. Originally conceived as a children's book series all the way back in 1996, brothers Mike and Matt Chapman just took the characters they created and just made a website for them. And proceeded to create a worldwide phenomenon.
Everybody, la-di-da-di-da. Everybody, la-di-da-di-da.
Now, I'm sure this is baffling to many of you. I mean, look at this. This looks ridiculous. How could this have caught on? Well, you need to remember, the internet was a much different place 23 years ago. You see, back then, kids, you were allowed to visit more than 3 websites, and kids could go wherever they wanted to and experience fun things. And a lot of you just might not remember that. Oh, God. Truthfully, the reason why Homestar Runner caught on is because the website just has everything it needs to be appealing. The cartoons are well written and funny, all the characters are colorful and likable, the games are decently fun, all the menus are interactable, downloadable aim icons, the website has it all. Plus the brothers Chap were able to work some fucking magic with Flash, dude. Not only was everything built using the tool, but they also encouraged interactivity within the cartoons themselves. Many of the tunes had hidden interactive elements that unlocked Easter eggs or hidden cartoons or even like full-on little mini-games. Plus, these guys were really good at building websites, and they were able to do some fun stuff with the HTML code.
Oh, I suppose you think you're pretty clever, huh? Thought you'd find something you weren't supposed to see yet. Well, it's not.
Hey, is this where the 100th email is?
No. Get out of here.
When are you gonna give one already?
Or just keep your pants on.
And?
Yeah, chew on that one for a while. Teach you to poke around in my HTML.
Isn't that crazy? I found out the Homestar Wiki links to all this stuff, so you can just look at it. It's so cool, dude. See, the beauty of all of this is because the website was so interactive, it created a deeper bond with the audience. It let them in on the joke, made them feel like they were interacting with their world. And this only strengthened with the introduction of strong bad email.
Here I go once again with the email. Every week I hope that it's from a female. Oh man, it's not from a female.
You see, Strong Bad, even this early on, was the standout character of the series. He was the most popular, he had the best jokes, he had the best voice.
Hey, it's a hot dog clown. What fun! Bam Bam, take a picture of me with the hot dog clown. It'll be classic.
Well, second best voice. But regardless, he had a massive following. So what did those crazy brothers do with this character's newfound popularity? They let the little bugger answer user-submitted emails and insult them.
Dear Strong Bad, is it hard to flip someone off with boxing gloves on? Very crappily, Philo D. Not really, man. I'm flipping you off right now. Of course, there's other ways to give somebody the finger. Oh, check it out, behind the back. Oh, around the world. My personal favorite, the double deuce.
Viewers could actually send emails to Strong Bad to have him read out in a cartoon. Now the viewers' voices were influencing the world itself. I mean, nowadays you can't actually send them an email anymore since I don't think the email is active. Instead, you send a Twitter DM to @StrongBadActual on Twitter.com. For however long Twitter is going to be around. Homestar Runner's insistence on connecting to its audience through interactive media is why people loved it so much and why it became so popular. And with popularity, of course, you'd want to make a video game about it. And this, my friends, is where Telltale enters the picture. Yes, I know we're 7 minutes into the video, and I'm only just now bringing up Telltale. If you don't like it, make your own video. Fuck you. I really shouldn't be cursing in this video. It's Homestar Runner. It's weird. Telltale Games. History's greatest monster. Would you believe me if I said Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People was only Telltale's third point-and-click series? See, at this point, the only main franchises Telltale Games had under their belt were Sam & Max and CSI. Both of them successful, but definitely a far cry from the Telltale we would come to know. But they were interested in developing a Homestar Runner video game, and casting Strong Bad as the lead just made sense because he's the most popular guy. So after Sam & Max Season 2 wrapped up production, they premiered Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People 4 months later. And I should say up front, I did play this as a kid. However, I don't really have many memories of it. I mean, I do remember playing it, episode 3 especially, but the problem is that Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People came out the same year as Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I don't really remember playing any other game in 2008 other than Super Smash Bros. Brawl, so revisiting this game was almost entirely new territory for me. But you know what? I was hyped, man. Finally, I get to revisit a game that I loved so much when I was younger, based on a series that I loved even more. So let's finally get to it. This is Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People.
Time to check the email. The email. Oh no! The Lappy is missing! Hi, folks. My name is Strong Bad.
Wait,
You may remember me as pretty much the coolest guy or sandwich ever, 98, or the fellow what stole your girlfriend. Welcome to the required by video game law tutorial portion of my awesome game.
Oh,
It seems as though
shit,
someone
hang
has
on a
stolen
sec.
my
There we go. Now we're cooking.
Oh, I was dreaming about muffins. I wake up every morning feeling awesome. Even though I slept on the remote again last night. Ow! Time to tear up another day. The strong bad freaking way. Like an imploding star, like a burning car. My style shines so bright. Please stop trying to handle my style, cause you can't. No, you can't. Handle my style. Seriously, quit trying to handle my style unless you're a lady. Then you're cordially invited to have a giant slice of my style.
This episode is about him wanting to kick Homestar Runner's ass. Alright, so right off the bat, you can see that they just got it. The visuals are there, the voice acting is there, the writing is there. This is Homestar Runner in its purest form, as a standard point-and-click video game. The gameplay's it's just pointing and clicking. You're solving puzzles and you're talking to this gaggle of freaks. It's really it. That's what a point-and-click adventure game is. Now, how does it compare to some of its contemporaries in the genre? I mean, it's good. I really like it. See, a point-and-click adventure game to me lives and dies by its writing and puzzle design. On the writing front, pure aces. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people nails it perfectly. It's very funny.
I gotta say, Coach, I really hate what you've done with the place.
Step off, strong bad. I've found that stamping my name on everything helps keep my mind off more important matters, like unrequited love. Ooh.
I think I'll just back away slowly and leave you to your various miseries.
Oh.
I mean, really, that shouldn't be shocking to anyone. Homestar Runner has always had a close association with point-and-click adventure-styled humor. I mean, just before this, the Brothers Chat put out Peasant's Quest, which was a love letter to Sierra-produced adventure games, specifically King's Quest.
Where's my cottage?
Trogdor!
Mike and Matt have always loved stuff like that. Plus, Homestar Runner's world just fits this genre like a glove, so in that aspect, I think they did great. I think the puzzles are maybe a little too easy sometimes. Except for one. I will get to that in a little bit. I mean, this is ostensibly a kid's game. You don't really need to be throwing puzzles that are too difficult in there. But you know, overall, great stuff. Now let's get to the actual story.
Missed me. No!
I'm telling you, it's great. Like I said at the start, Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people consists of 5 episodes. Homestar Ruiner, Strong Baddie of the Free, Baddest of the Bands, Dangeresque 3, The Criminal Projective, and 8-Bit is Enough. Each episode plays out like a Homestar Runner cartoon normally would. A mundane problem that just balloons out of control, except you're able to point and click your way through the story and see how it ends. Take episode 1 for instance, Homestar Ruiner. Strong Bad wants to beat the snot out of Homestar Runner. He then finds out about
The Free Country USA Triannual Race to the End of the Race.
yeah, that, and then proceeds to ruin Homestar's life. He loses the race, his girlfriend breaks up with him, he starts streaking and is wanted by the government for said streaking, and worst of all, he's occupying your drawing table.
Finish your comic already!
I'm trying, but the words keep coming out all misspelled and unintentionally humorous. Oh, if only I knew what it was like to be a winner.
That's episode 1. Episode 2 is about Strong Bad seceding from the nation and doing a military-style coup.
I can't make me so fascist. Uh-oh, looks like we got us an artful draft dodger, ladies and gentlemen. No war, no war. What are all y'all fighting for? What is my major malfunction, Private?
Homestar, you can't draft yourself.
Episode 2 is my least favorite, if I'm being honest. Baddest of the Bands. This is the one Baby Hunter really liked. So this one starts out simple enough. Strong Bad's fun machine just flat out breaks. So he takes it to Bubs to get it fixed, doesn't have enough money to pay for it, and does the only logical thing he can think of.
That's it! I'll put on a battle royale of the bands and use the profits to fix my fun machine.
Yeah, man. It's honestly a very straightforward episode. You're just following a simple checklist. Get celebrity judges, get security, get some bands to perform. It's simple. Alright, let's talk about the puzzles. You see, after getting the celebrity judges, your security, and your bands, you have to enter the Battle of the Bands yourself because Bubs ended up shortchanging you. And guess what? Your band sucks, dude, so you have to sabotage everyone else. Now, to be fair, I think this entire sequence is awesome. I think it's a lot of fun, and it gets your brain rumbling. Plus, seeing the audience react to the song suddenly sucking is always funny.
Okay, now let's see what happens.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd eat your brain.
And I've got a personal message I want to send out to each and every one of y'all. If I wanted your opinion, I'd eat your
What
brain.
in the...
No, wait, cats and dogs. What I meant
If
to
swelling
say...
persists for more than 3 hours, consult your physician
If
immediately.
swelling persists for more than 3 hours, consult your physician immediately.
Ugh, how am I supposed to swoon to that jargle?
Then I got to Cool Tapes and I had to make Marzipan think Limousine just sucked. Oh, by the way, Limousine are your celebrity judges. They couldn't actually come here, so they just sent a cardboard cutout. It's really funny. I can't get into it right now, but it's really funny within context. I promise. It's so funny.
Drumhead, are you rocking yet?
Oh, yeah.
But I had to trick her into thinking that they were just misogynistic pieces of shit that hated animals. So what did I have to do? We see, first I have to put a billy club in the arm of the limousine cutout so it looks like they're beating up a whale. Then I have to edit a limousine coloring book with a Teen Girl Squad comic so it looks like they objectify women. Then I have to put a bottle of bleach in the limousine cutout's hand so the bleach tips over and goes into the lake and kills all the fish in the lake, and then take a picture of it so it looks like limousine killed all the fish in the lake, and then show it to Marzipan so then Marzipan gets really mad and then writes a really hateful ballad about limousine.
Listen up, everyone. I've got a new song I want to sing. A song about our so-called judges. It's called Limousine is Not Very Nice.
What? Say what?
Wait, what?
Limousine is not very nice. Feeding baby whales is not very nice. That's why I call this song. Limousine is not very nice. Objectifying women is not very nice. That's why I call this song. I'll sing it all day long. Limousine is not very nice. Cool tapes. Cool tapes.
I actually think the song kind of rips and it made me like Marzipan a lot more.
Boo.
Bro, shut the hell up. What do you idiots know? This is real music. Oh god, it's time for 202. I spent so long on this puzzle because I couldn't understand what songs went where. Listen, if you're gonna play this game, I'm just gonna tell you how to solve this puzzle right now because I don't want anyone else going through what I went through, okay? So as soon as the Battle of the Band starts, go back to Strongbat's house. Find the box of records in the living room. You get 2 extra songs. Next, you're gonna go to the box where the records are on the 2 duo stage. Switch out doing the wiggly and slide to the right with the 2 songs you just got. Now when you go in to arrange the songs, put in one of the left songs, the 3 o'clock twist, the other left song, and then roll with the punches so Coochie beats the fucking shit out of Bubs and ends the puzzle. I never want to do that again. I felt so stupid. This is a game for children, and I got stuck in this! Let's talk about episode 4.
I always knew it would come to this. Did you think I wouldn't find out? Did you really believe that I would never discover the true face of my greatest enemy?
That's right, but it doesn't matter now because I have the diamond!
You mean this diamond?
Gasp!
Okay, this one requires some context. Dangeresque is an in-universe film series that made its premiere in the 80th episode of Strong Bad Email, The Stunt Double. It's essentially Strong Bad's passion project and a direct parody of 80s-styled action films. It might be one of Homestar Runner's most well-known gags, and this particular episode is named after the teased third Dangeresque film. Although it's apparently not the third Dangeresque film, because Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people is non-canon, apparently? Okay.
I won't watch you die, Dangeresque.
Don't worry, cutesy buttons. Tonight, dying's not on the menu. So I'm gonna have to jump.
Well, regardless of that, episode 4 is actually my favorite of the whole series. Not only is the concept just completely charming, they perfectly emulate the zero-budget amateur filmmaking style that the cartoons did, complete with awkward camera shakes, line readings, intentionally left-in outtakes. It's honestly perfect. There's actually a great gag in this episode specifically about reusing areas. You see, Dangeresque has to fly to multiple different countries to find his arch nemesis, but this entire place is taking place in the same area, so how do they do that? They just reuse the bridge area and put in little cardboard cutouts to signify each country. And the gag only gets better when Strongsat enters the picture because it's just him in the same spot playing a different character with a mustache. It's so cute. It's so cute, you guys.
Hey, you, citizen. I'm looking for some information.
Buongiorno. I'm known around these parts as Stinky the Pea. I sense that you are looking for information.
Yeah, I just said that. And I said no accents.
Now, I don't think the puzzles in this episode do anything exceptionally better or worse than any of the other ones, but I think it has the most fun with its concept, especially in extended play. You see, something that I haven't even mentioned yet is that each episode has an extended play mode that unlocks after you beat the main story. Did you miss digging up a game manual? Did you miss finding this little trinket? Did you miss burning a kimono on the side of a wall? Sure, you get a few extra dialogue snippets, but it's negligible. Just adds to the replayability. But extended play in episode 4 is framed as a behind-the-scenes featurette on the DVD that I'm sure they made. I mean, yes, it is the same exact thing as other extended plays. You're just searching for extra collectibles, but that little extra thing just makes it so much better. They included a few extra outtakes. You can steal Strongsad's mustache and get it as a costume piece. I don't want to talk about the costumes. It doesn't matter. It's nothing. And Strongbad just gives little insights on how they made the props, why they chose the areas, and even fake little cast interviews. It's so wonderful. It's my favorite episode of the whole series, and the one I recommend playing the most. And it's the only one with an ending that directly leads into the next episode.
Uh-oh, this is starting to turn into an unruly mob. And not the good kind like I started Strongsad's poetry readings. For real this time. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump. Today is all right for tonight.
This one's about video games. Episode 5 kind of starts off the same way Episode 3 did. Instead of his fun machine, this time his arcade machine is broken. You know, I'm sure fixing it'll be normal. What, is it just fried, or...? I'm sure it's fine. Honestly, this one is a pretty simple solution. You just make Homestar Runner barf up a quarter and make him play the arcade machine while you replace the part. That's it, the episode's done! Alright, so my final thoughts on... Oh my god, can I be done with this fucking video already? No, of course it wasn't going to be that easy. You see, now the Homestar and video game worlds have collided, so everything's all weird and mishmashy. For instance, strewn about the world, you can actually find various Videlectric characters from games that they produce. Some of them from games that you have played if you've interacted with Strongbat's Fun Machine in other episodes. Their main function is to be used for puzzles, but I also mainly consider them fun Easter eggs. But then you have Marzikong, the Poop Smith acting like the guy from Wrecking Crew, Coatsy keeps dying.
Why do you keep... Oh!
I could do this all day.
The main positive for this episode for me is just going to explore Peasant's Quest and Stinkoman 20x6. Those two games are so important to Homestar Runner's timeline and history that it's just a treat interacting with the characters and exploring those worlds, even if they are a little limited. Especially Stinkoman. I don't care if it's just this screen, Stinkoman is just wonderful. Wish the game worked on the website, but that's a Flash emulator problem, not so much on their end. But still, wonderful stuff. But, my friends, the time has come. Our show is nearing an end. And as we come to a close, I think it's time to finally talk about the big one. He is Homestar Runner's biggest export, and he is the villain, the final obstacle, in Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Trogdor. Oh my god, guys, it's Trogdor.
If you don't know what Homestar Runner is, you at least know who Trogdor is. You have seen this dragon, you have heard this song, somewhere. I assure you, they have put references to this thing in everything. It's in a Kingdom Hearts strategy guide, for God's sakes. Having Trogdor be the final big bad of this series? Perfect sense. Great send-off. Great way to end this series. So, let's go talk to him.
Actually, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna beat him to death.
You enter Trogdor's lair and it just turns into Wolfenstein. Yeah! This game's pulling out all the stops now. It's so wonderful. This is right up my alley, man. Like, honestly, when I saw this, oh, I lost it. I completely forgot that this happened. Then you have to do a quick boss fight with Trogdor, and right when you think you kill him...
Well, that was a little anticlimactic.
Oh, way! You came to rescue me! Whoa, have you been walking out? How much do you bench?
What are you... Whoa!
That happens! Now you have to do it again in this wonderful looking low poly PS1 style. This cemented my love for this game. It is such a fun, out of nowhere moment that it just left me with a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. It made me so happy.
Take that!
Yay, you win! Pachoo, pachoo.
Our brave heroes make their grand escape, and it was all a dream. This is how our story ends, with Strongbat surrounded by his friends, and then being physically assaulted by a dragon. And that's it. That, my friends, was Strongbat's cool game for attractive people. And I think that it sucks that this game got delisted on May 30th. I think it's still a very fun point-and-click adventure game that a lot of people deserve to play. I think that, let's be real, much like Telltale's other outings, it's oozing with charm and love for the source material. And I think there's a lot you can get out of it even if you aren't a fan of Homestar Runner. And while it sucks that this game can't be purchased anymore, at least on PC and Wii, apparently you can still buy it on PS3, but I don't want to plug in a PS3 to test that. Why would I do that? That doesn't mean Homestar Runner is done with video games. Actually, truth be told, we've been getting Homestar Runner games. They just haven't been by Telltale. They've been by the creators. Vidalectrix, aka the Brothers Chap, I think. I don't know if they got more people working for them. The Homestar Runner wiki didn't really give me a solid answer. Have been releasing new Homestar Runner games. And they've been adventure games. 2 years ago, they released Halloween Hide and Seek, a brand new Homestar Runner point-and-click adventure game that you can just play for free on its itch.io page, or pay $2 to have voice acting in it.
Dang! Dang! That's a real nice wall.
And they're releasing a brand new 3-episode point-and-click adventure game starring Dangeresque. Dangeresque, the Rumisode Triungulate, which is a remake, a remaster, a refinishing, and a brand new game.
I always knew I was gonna die on the toilet.
You're sitting in my car.
See, the first Dangeresque Rumisode episode was actually released back in 2008. Right before 8-Bit is Enough even came out. They even included it for free as an executable file on the physical PC release for Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. A second game was teased, but it never ended up coming to fruition. Until now! And they're making a 3rd episode, and it's set to release this summer. Homestar Runner is fine. They'll always have games. They have video games you can play right now by visiting the Vidalectrix itch.io page. But I still wish Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People didn't get delisted. I don't really think any game should get delisted. I understand that licensing is a thing, and I'm not a business person, so I don't know any of the ins and outs of that stuff. I mean, for goodness sakes, in the Poker Night video, I said,
Oh, I doubt Homestar Runner and Penny Arcade are really holding out that much.
which was a stupid thing to say in hindsight now. But in a perfect world, I would love for Vidalectrix to publish this game themselves, much like how Skunk Ape and Skybound Media published the Walking Dead and Sam & Max games. Those are out of Telltale's hands. They're owned by their actual IP owners. So, I don't know. It sucks you can't buy it anymore, but let's be real, there are ways you can play this. I don't condone them, but I'll look a little to the left. But that's it from me. I have talked for far too long. I'm going to go lay down and sleep. I hope my next video isn't about another game from my childhood getting blasted off the face of the earth. Please follow me on Twitter and email bigguysforlittlefellas@gmail.com and subscribe. Do not hit that bell. That bell sucks. I hate getting bell notifications. Just check my page. Just check my page!
That's the stuff.